This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Excuse me if I sound a bit tired, Frank. I'm a bit jet lagged. It's like 4 a.m. for me at the moment, Miami time.
No, well, listen, you're a young man. You should be able to do it.
Well, yeah, I've come up to see you in the victorious Daniel Dubois with a great performance in Miami. Took no punishment, comes back to London with the belt and a showreel knockout live on BT. Can't really get better than that.
No, I mean, he dominated that fight from the first bell. Superb jab. You know, Bryant's is a big guy. He's undefeated, but he just took the fight. The fight to him. Got behind his jab, broke him down. Fourth round, landed and exploded that bomb with a left hook on his chin, flat forward. You know, they're big knockouts. He's a big punching heavyweight.
Can we call him a proper world champion or not?
Of course we can. He's won the WBA championship. You know, the super champion is Usyk, and that's because he's unified the titles. That's how it works. But in the meantime, when you're a super champion, you don't make any mandatory defences for 18 months. So all the guys are all sitting around waiting for it to happen. In the meantime, Daniel's won this belt now. And most important thing about it, he is the mandatory challenger to the winner of that fight.
Do we know who?
WBA.
Do we know who's next in the circle? So after Usyk and Joshua box, do we know what belt's going to be called next?
It's either going to be the WBO or the WBA. Whatever it is,
it's your guy.
It all leads to us, and our guys are in a really superb position, and I'm delighted.
Absolutely. We know it's 11 p.m. UK time, that show with Dubois Bryant. Any indication from BT how it performed?
I've got to be honest, I've not even asked them, but I'm sure it's done exceptionally well. I mean, obviously we had the England-Italy match was on earlier, but coming off of that, it was on later. I would think it's done extremely well.
So what are you going to do with Daniel in the meantime? We know Usyk and Joshua are supposedly going to get it on in August. What does Daniel do between now and getting the winner of that fight?
He'll fight late September, early October, and we're looking to find a decent opponent for him to fight.
Well, when we were out in Miami, he told the newspapers out there and myself that Whyte can get it. So is that someone on your radar?
I've got no problem with that. You know, Dillian, contrary to what happened, what he thought was going to happen working with us, I'm sure he had. I know he lost the fight, but other than that, he had a decent experience. We did everything as we said we'd do. Why not? That's a great fight. You'd like to see that. I'd like to see it, and it's a good yardstick.
Will you be making an offer to Team Whyte?
I'll be speaking to them.
Anyone else sort of in the WBA ratings that Daniel could make a defence against? Have they approached you about a fight?
No one yet has spoken to us about anything, but we're working on a fight. He will fight. He will be out. I'm keeping these guys busy.
Is the key now with Daniel, though, that he brings something? It's just not a risk for a fighter to fight him. He now brings that WBA belt.
Look, every fight's a risk for these big guys. Anything can happen. I mean, there's some great fights there to be made for both him, and for Joe Joyce, and ultimately those two to get a rematch on, which is going to be a stadium fight. That is a great fight, which we will be building, and he wants it, and I know Joe wants it. So that's another great fight we can make. Big paydays for these guys.
How do you think he gets on with the winner of Usyk Joshua?
I fancy him against anybody. He's a big puncher. You know, he can box as well. He's got a great jab. I really do I know, you know, I've said it before. I honestly think him and Joshua. I think Joshua is made for him. Now, a lot of people are going to say, going to make their comments. I'm telling you my personal comment on that. I think he's made for him. But Joshua's got to get through Usyk first.
And selfishly, from a business point of view as well, do you want Joshua to come through because that is a bigger fight, two Brits?
I want the Brits to win, of course I do. It's, you know, this is where it's all happening with the heavyweight division. And great, if he comes through AJ, we're all delighted for him.
Well, Frank, you have got to go to an appointment. I don't know what the appointment's about, but you've got to go.
It's a very important one.
We will speak later in the week and discuss other things as well, please, Frank.
Big announcement later on today, and you'll be calling me for another interview tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Frank Warren.
Thanks, Bert.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.